never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
How to deal with pressure in running is a very important topic. I get asked quite often how I handle pressure and how I handle stress in running. Remember, at the end of the day, this is just running. It's not the end of the world if you have some bad races or bad track workouts or road sessions. Okay, you're gonna have times throughout your training week where you're not hitting your splits. There's gonna be times where you have to end the workout early. There's going to be times where you have to stop and walk for a few seconds before you can, start running again. It wasn't uncommon for me and many other athletes, over the years where I had issues starting off doing tempo runs, where I would do like 3 to 4 miles, and I would have a hard time running like the first mile at tempo effort. And I would have to stop and walk for a few seconds and then start running again, walk and start. You have to learn to first adapt to the stresses you're placing on yourself and know that it's not going to happen just like that. Okay, so I guess the most important thing to keep in mind in terms of how to deal with pressure and running is just to be patient with yourself. Remind yourself that, hey, it does take, statistical studies have stated that it takes about 28 days for the body to adapt to any stress you're placing on your body. So it's not like it's going to happen. You're going to adapt to the workouts you're throwing at yourself immediately. It's not like you're going to just be out there running fast splits effortlessly. It doesn't happen quickly, but it does happen if you're patient with yourself and you don't lose enthusiasm for what you're doing. Okay, we're in a sport where pressure is a part of the game. If you really want to take your fitness and your mindset and your physical ability to the next level, you're going to have to get outside of your comfort zone and you're going to have to be comfortable getting uncomfortable. Okay, you're not going to get to the next level in your fitness if you're not stressing yourself adequately enough. If you're running so much of your volume aerobically and you're just building that endurance, and don't get me wrong, without a doubt, you have to run easy. You have to learn to run for long periods of time, doing long runs easy. I talk about in other videos the importance of running faster during long runs, but I'm telling you, running slow long runs is just as important as running faster during your long runs, whether you're a 1,500 meter athlete, 800 meter athlete, half marathoner, or ultra marathoner. Okay, there is the idea of running relaxed and staying calm and staying in control for long periods of time and building that endurance is absolutely vital to be a successful middle or long distance runner. But you in terms of handling pressure in running, it also comes down to what are your goals? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon? Are you trying to earn a USA track and field Olympic standard in a track and field event? If that's the case, none of these goals are easy. I don't care if you're trying to break a 6-hour marathon or if you're trying to run under 30 minutes for a 10K. It's going to stress the athlete. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you are a advanced elite athlete who's been doing this for several decades. You're going to have to deal with the pressure of what running, but also make sure that you find a way to keep yourself motivated. Okay, over the years, the things that kept me going was trying to find out how far and how fast I could push my body with the physical ability that I have. And when I was a freshman in high school, I was thinking about breaking 4 minutes for the mile. Okay, the best 1600 I ran, which is 9 meters shy of a mile. My best time as a freshman in high school was 5:09. First time I ran it in 5:30, got it down to 5:09. And then currently my current personal best for the mile is 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So I never broke 4 minutes, but it was always a goal of mine. I was always stressing myself over and over again for several years. It was the same with trying to break 14 minutes for 5,000 meters. I never did it. I ran 14:18. That was the closest I could get. But later found out that the marathon was my best event. So you have to find out over time what works best for you. and making sure that, hey, if the 5K, if I'm not really running as fast as I want in the 5K, then maybe the 10K is my best event. Try that out. Continue to adjust your training. Find out the things that are working for you, find out the things that aren't working for you, and adjust as you go. But you're going to have to, there's going to be pressure. There's going to be times where you're going to get stressed out. Okay. Remind yourself of what you're going after. Okay. If you don't have the training partners to do the workouts with you out on the track, or if it's too hot outside, or if the weather is just horrible, remember there's somebody else out there that's training and preparing, that's trying to get better, and that will be out there putting in the work, whether you are willing to do it or not. This is a sport that is much more psychological than it is physical, in my opinion. Okay, if you want to be better at middle distance events or long distance events, you have to get over the mental blocks. Okay, and I think some of the things that can help you do that is to surround yourself with the right people, read the right materials, read the right books, or if you don't like reading, listen to some podcasts. Watch these videos. I have, well over 600 plus videos. Actually, I think I have over 700 plus now on the channel since making these videos since 2019. Go back and watch some of my older videos if you want. There's a lot of material here that I think can help you get beyond those physical blocks, those psychological blocks that you have, and maybe some physical blocks as well. But I think in terms of how to handle pressure, remind yourself to stay calm and relaxed leading into the day of the race. Make sure that you're not overly stressed. You're not overly analyzing your race. I know that's difficult to do sometimes, but a lot of times that really can add more mental stress on you, and it can cause sleep disturbances, which you don't need as well. Always do the very best you can to get as much sleep as you can the week leading into the race. Okay, because it's very natural for most runners to have a very difficult time falling asleep the night before the race. But if you've gotten your sleep leading those several days leading into your race, you're going to be much more relaxed. You're going to be much more rested. Okay, and I have talked about proper tapering. Okay, don't start dropping volume in your intensity. Continue to keep your intensity up. Actually increase your intensity in volume up until 10 days from your race, and then drastically drop it down. Okay, 60% drop 10 days out from the race, and then another, around another 30% the week of going into your race. You don't want to hardly be doing anything leading that week going into your race. Just some maintenance miles or kilometers. It's so that you go into the race feeling charged up, focused, motivated, and rested, rather than feeling tired and lethargic. But how do you deal with pressure in running? You just know that, hey, remind yourself that this is a part of the sport. If I'm going to get better as a middle to long distance runner, I'm going to have to do the things that are uncomfortable, and I'm going to have to do the things that my competitors more than likely are unwilling to do. Okay, over the years when I was in high school and college, even training as a professional, I was putting in the work because I knew my competition was putting in the work. Okay, and I was always studying, different training principles. Is higher volume better than lower volume? Can I get more? Can I use leverage and do less mileage and get better results than my competitors that may be doing more mileage? You have to be thinking outside the box with these training principles. But that's my answer in terms of how to handle pressure in running. Okay, remind yourself again, this is just running. It's not. If you have a bad workout or a bad race, your friends and family aren't going to stop caring about you, okay? If you don't meet your objectives immediately, it doesn't mean you're past your prime or that you can't still achieve your goals, okay? It's just going to have, you have to have a long-term vision. You have to have a belief in delayed gratification, because if you don't have that, you're just going to continue to stress yourself and continue to place additional anxiety on yourself and stress on yourself that you simply don't need, okay? And just remind yourself that the most important thing is you can get out the door and train, and you have your health and fitness, okay? Which at the end of the day is the most important thing, because if you don't have your health and fitness, nothing else matters. So thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to check out the resources below, or go visit RunDreamAchieve.com if you're looking for a training plan, running coaching, a running course, or any other types of resources that's on your mind. If you have any other questions or concerns, leave me a comment. Please like and share these videos. I definitely appreciate it. It helps other athletes around the world to see these videos and hopefully help them as well. So thank you so much for your support, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.